So event is very powerful, and destination. We'll go with destination here because we have an e-commerce site, and we can now tell Google Analytics where this goal conversion should be triggered. And this is really about a destination, so a page that somebody visited. So if you're not sure what to put in here, what the page is, go actually through your checkout. We'll do this really quickly with the page that we have here, and do a test conversion. So we have everything filled out, and with this I can choose direct bank transfer, so I don't have to go through any payment issues. And we are at the thank you page, and the thank you page has this URL. So we can copy that and paste it into our destination goal. Now you need to be very careful with this, because Google Analytics will actually map that towards the page path that is recorded. So what is a page path of this URL? It actually starts where the domain ends, so demoshop.com. So let's get rid of this. So now it's up to you to choose the different matching algorithm. We have here equal to, which would mean that somebody needs to go exactly to this page in order for this to trigger. We have begins with, which would be a good matching if you have dynamic parameters in there that always change the URL. So for example, we have here a number that changes according to the order number, and we have a key here that changes probably all the time. So we'll just get rid of this, and it will match all the URLs that start with checkout order received. Or we have the very powerful method of regular expressions, and do very sophisticated things with the regular expressions, and I will link up a resource for that in the resource section. But whatever you do before you put in this regular expression or check out the different other types that you put in and want to know if this actually triggers within your goal later, you can verify that goal down here and see if there is any conversion rate towards that goal if you have data already in your account. And we don't have much data in the account, so it doesn't verify here. Or you can go over to your reporting view, and within the reporting view you can find the behavior reports, and there's site content and all pages, and you can use the filter up here if you click on advanced to actually see if this is matching, for example here with our regex, to your sites that you have already recorded. Obviously we won't see anything here because we don't have any data recorded in this account at the moment, but this is a very good method of checking whether your goal will later fire correctly. So once we have done that, we can put in a value, and values are really good if you only sell one product and always make the same money with the same product when somebody gets to this page. Otherwise, I would leave that value out, because we have different reports within Google Analytics that take the value field or the generated revenue as a calculation field, and you want it to be as correct as possible. And I would actually encourage you, if you work with any value, to use the e-commerce tracking, which we will discuss in a later part of this course. And the last bit would be funnels. Now, funnels are really, really good for e-commerce sites if people go through a checkout and enter through different stages of that checkout. So it's only one page to the next page and the next page, and then he converts. It's not good if you want to install a funnel, for example, for somebody who goes to the product site and then maybe he goes back to the home page or to the category page and browses around, because the funnel is not built for that and it will be inaccurate. But you can use it for things like this e-commerce site. So for example, if you have a product in the cart, let's simulate this for a second. You would first go to the cart page. So you can put in a name here. Let's go with this. And the next page would be checkout. And then already the next page would be order received. So we have actually a 3-part funnel here. Then you can use it a little bit to analyze where people drop off or not. I don't find it too effective because nowadays a lot of checkouts are actually one-page checkouts. There are no new page views generated every time you go from one step to another step, and it's not as straightforward as you might think. And the problem with funnels is really that it's only applicable for the goal type destination. So you can't do this with events, and that makes things to set up much harder. But if you set up funnels, then be aware that the match type that you chose up here is also applicable to the fields down here. So this will also be regular expression fields. Now, I tend to use funnels not that often. If I want to do a funnel analysis, I use a free tool called PaddyTrack, and you can sign up for free. If you want to have the pro version, you can easily upgrade. But in the free version, you get funnels that you can configure, and these funnels can also be configured retroactively. So you can reprocess the data that is within your Google Analytics account and build funnels from there. And it's a really nice piece of software that makes it easy, and it also works with events. So it's a real recommendation here to use PaddyTrack if you want to do anything with funnels. All right, back to our goal setup here. Once we are done, we can verify and we'll see the conversion rate and if there have been already any conversions in the account, and we can create this goal. Now, once this goal is created, I would encourage you to do a check-up. So let's just generate a test conversion. And you should be able to see that also in your Google Analytics account. So if you go to reporting and the real-time reporting, we see that there has been a page view just now generated with this checkout page, and there's actually also in the real-time reporting a conversion overview, and it will tell you whether your goal just has fired. So bought a product has just been fired, and we'll now have this data available within our Google Analytics reporting.